The man was just glancing up during his rock climb when suddenly a woman's corpse came plummeting from the sky, landing directly on his climbing rope. The next second, his carabiner immediately gave way, and he was yanked down along with it. Below him was a 1,000-foot drop. At the critical moment, his climbing partner managed to halt the fall, using sheer strength to prevent a tragedy. What they didn't know was that this corpse that had fallen from the sky harbored a shocking secret. The two men quickly called the police, but by the time the detective arrived, a violent storm was approaching the mountaintop. They could be struck by lightning at any moment. But if they didn't gather evidence quickly, the rain would wash away the entire crime scene. Without a second thought, the detective geared up with climbing equipment and rappelled down the cliff face. After a thorough examination, he discovered the body's thigh was bleeding heavily, with clear finger marks on it. The corpse's palm appeared to have been pierced by wood. Following these clues, the detective began searching along the mountain trail. Soon enough, he found bloody handprints and footprints on the rocks. But with thunder rumbling overhead, the detective had to temporarily leave the scene. When the medical examiner completed the autopsy report, they discovered that the woman's DNA and fingerprints weren't in any national database. The only thing that could identify her was a pure gold tattoo on her wrist. Late that night, the detective rode alone on horseback to the bottom of the cliff. After considerable effort, he found the fallen bracelet. Suddenly, the detective realized something. The next day, he began following the victim's trail, searching for more clues. Before long, he discovered a rundown wooden cabin. As the detective approached, he found bloody footprints on the ground. Pushing open the door, he saw bloodstained rope scattered inside, clearly used by the victim to stop the bleeding in her thigh. But if the victim was already injured, why hadn't she stayed hidden in the cabin? The detective had no idea that things were far more complicated than they appeared on the surface. The truth was just beginning to unfold.